All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. So we have some big time news here. Um, I do think that this is pretty relevant, actually. It makes sense. Well, I don't want to say usually, but many times in the past, during world tournaments, we've gotten big time information, and this does count. So this came out right as the world tournament was beginning. Well, I guess at least on JP, right? On global, the world tournament started an hour and a half before this, right? Um, Global world tournament is a little bit longer to make it more fair, since the player base, like the JP Dokkan intended player base, is just in Japan, right? So they've just got it at, at the certain time, like length of time that it's up. But for global Dokkan, I mean, they're catering to players in every time zone, so I think they make it a little bit longer to make it fair to those players, right? So, regarding the renewal of Collection of Epic Battles, now this is an event. I think it's a good concept for an event that they have not touched in quite some time, as you guys could see. The last time they added new stages to this, what it was Gohan and Cell were the last sort of like fights, like the last sort of like stages that were actually dropped. Right here we've got it. Right, stage 3, collection of epic battles, and stage 4. So if we just go ahead and jump through one of these, like let's just take a look at the structure of the event. The way they had intended this to be was it was going to go through all of the different sagas. I mean, we see Frieza, Cell, Saiyan Saga, Vegeta, and Kid Buu there. And it's kind of like a choice-based system where, we could fight some fights that we want to, and we end up fighting all of these different, like, opponents that kind of, like, were there during the arc, right? So here we're fighting Super Vegeta. Oh my god, dude, this Dokkan 1 footage looks so crazy. Right there, we're fighting Mr. Satan. Then we're fighting Goku, right? And then eventually this leads to Gohan. We start fighting Gohan, right? So it's like this event is kind of like it gets all these different opponents from the arc, and we kind of like go through it, right? Now, the rewards for this did end up being quite good too. We'll go through all that in a second. Okay, so the ongoing challenge event collection of epic battles will be discontinued on the 20th. So this is going to be a thing that's, like as we're moving into the countdown next week. And this is going to be revamped. So I think that it's a good, like, 1+1=2 thing we can do here, where we're anticipating that this GDC could be heavy Dragon Ball Z, and at least the like look and appearance of what this event was supposed to be is, going through all these Dragon Ball Z arcs. Now, I mean, they at any time could go into Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT, or something like that, which could be fun too, but that's sort of the structure of this difficult content event, right? So note that after the renewal, you'll be unable to attempt the current collection of epic battles and the missions related to it. So if you guys have not done this, now is the time. The major rewards, all these titles and support memories, it does say you're going to be able to get those when the event is renewed. But right now, let's head on over to the actual event itself. All of these missions right here are going away. Yeah, look at this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. There's 80 stones in here. These permanently go away on Thursday. So if you have not done these, hop in. The stones and the Kais here are going to be unobtainable, right? Because then it's just going to be new stages, and you'll be able to get the rewards again, right? So these 80 stones that are in here, I mean, these are about to be gone forever, right? So, all right, so we got that. And again, there's the 4 stages, right? There's Super Class Namek, Extreme Class Namek, Super Class Android Cell Saga, Extreme Class Android Cell Saga. All right, so, yep, attempt the current collection of battles and the missions related to it. Following rewards can be obtained through missions that will be added at a later date following the renewal. And this is several support memories. Now, these are very good support memories, too, I would add. These are the massively powerful support memories. So let's head over here. Yeah, this is one right here. The Namek Saga Extreme Class allies 15% attack and defense, and then Namek Saga Super Class allies 15% attack and defense. These two right here, and then the other ones are the Gohan and Cell ones right here. Declaration of the Cell games, which they eventually turned into that STR Perfect Cell intro, sorta, right? That's 15% for Extreme Class, and then Gift from Piccolo, this is Android Cell Saga Super Class. So these are very powerful support memories. Remember, do not ever sleep on support memories. Support memories are very busted in terms of strength. Very strong. So if you complete a mission before the renewal without claiming its reward, you'll no longer be able to claim it. Okay, so make sure you claim your missions. And then stones can be obtained as clear rewards you clear stage. Oh yeah, so it's actually 84 stones, because a stone for each of the stages as well, right? So, all right, so this is going to get renewed as part of the countdown. I mean, I'm just going to tell y'all right away, that does, to me, make it seem very likely that, like, this is, you know, a lot of what we're looking at here is GDC. I really do, the 3-part Namek Cell Buu Saga, that shit, it just feels like it makes so much sense. It really does. I think that is actually, like, for real, what we could be looking at right here. All right, so we kind of looked at, like, again, structure of one of these stages, right? Oh, did we actually lose here? What happened? Who got cooked? It's going very slow. This is, wait, AGL Cell gets killed here? Yeah, it looks like AGL Cell gets nuked. Okay. So this would have been 7-8 months after he came out. Damn, 700. God damn. Gohan has a defensive debuff on top of that. So we got cooked once, and then we went back in and won. And then we went back in and won. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right, so there's that. There is also going to be maintenance on this same day, on the 20th. Now, Rick did mention, I think I just retweeted this. I could probably just go down my, yeah, in my reposts. No, ridiculous. I think Rick did retweet this recently, or I retweeted what Rick said. I guess not. Hold on. Yeah, I quoted it. That's what I had done. Okay, so this right here. Rick thinks there's going to be 2 data downloads next week. One of them, we could see here, we can get rid of this, is going to be on that 20th right here with the server maintenance. And then that's when they're going to take away the collection of epic battles, right? So this is interesting, right? We'll see, like, how big, you know, these updates, what exactly are going to come with it. And then the last thing I want to do here, so we have, here's the actual event info of what it says. So, experience the story of Dragon Ball while challenging opponents who continue to become stronger and aim to complete the support memories. You know, what's funny about this is, like, the concept of this event, I mean, you know what it's like. It's like Dokkan Frontier. That's the concept of this event right here. It's a very similar thing, Dokkan Frontier and Collection of Epic Battles. So some of this might not be true. No stamina is required. You could bring 2 types of support items. Remember, all these types of things could change. Yeah, here we go. Stage 1, characters related to Namek Saga, such as Super Saiyan Goku and Vegeta, will show up. Characters including Full Power Frieza, Captain Ginyu will appear in Stage 2. Then characters related to Android Cell Saga, Goku, Gohan, and then the androids and Cell are in Stage 4. So, yeah, I mean, the thing that everyone wants, I think, is actually going to be the thing that's going to happen, right? I think if they did that, too, that 3-part DBZ GDC, no one is upset about that. I don't think so. Like no one's going to walk out of that celebration and go, damn, man, they really should have done this. Like, I think everyone will, like, it's going to have a very high approval rate. And then remember, Dragon Ball Super Remake is probably 2 months away right now, which is crazy because we still haven't had, like, a confirmed date or anything on that, and we're now, like, getting very close to it. So it's like it just is on a silver platter for Dokkan to drop this, cover all this stuff for Z, right? You know, Namek Goku gets a renewed amazing character. Kid Buu finally gets his LR, and then we could turn our sights and attention and prepare for Dragon Ball Super Remake. Like, it just makes it makes too much sense. That's why I know a lot of people have been very hesitant and skeptical of kind of, like, you know, the theory or the idea of it, because it actually is just way too much on a silver platter as obvious and something that would work so well. because most of those characters they have not gone back to in so long too. Namek Goku, Namek Frieza. I mean, Cell Saga Gohan has had a unit during the 10th anniversary, right? And STR Cell, at like this version of Cell, this is not the end of the fight version that we need a new version of him, right? So, all right, yeah, let me know what you guys think. But I think this, you know, the GDC that we're looking for right here, I think we are getting real close to this actually becoming a reality. So, let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys next time.